A song from 5 years. Yeah.
We just...
Our favorite song from Mother!
Okay, let's let Taylor Swift and Jack Antonoff gather their thoughts for a moment after they learned that Taylor's track, Cruel Summer, that Jack co-wrote and co-produced, just hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 approximately 217 weeks after it came out. Yeah. So the song's ascent started on the Billboard Hot 100 on June 3rd, 2023, when it popped into the chart at number 49. Not only did it get there without a promo push from the label, but it got there while the label was pushing another song.
Karma is a cat, purring in my lap 'cause it loves me.
Yeah, when Cruel Summer popped into the chart at number 49, Karma, the third single of Taylor's Midnights album, and yeah, okay, the first single of Taylor's Till Dawn edition of the Midnights album, was on the rise, landing at number 27. And the following week, it jumped to number 2 after the release of the remix featuring Ice Spice.
Karma is your text by the bounce. Karma is a fire in your house.
Amazingly, not only did Cruel Summer not fall on the charts that week amidst all the attention going to Karma, it actually rose 4 spots to number 45.
The most magical thing is happening that's never happened to me in the whole time I've ever been doing this. Have I had something like this happen?
Days later, on June 17th, during the Pittsburgh stop of her Eras tour, Taylor announced the bold decision that Republic Records was making. Sorry, Karma.
My label just decided to make it the next single because it's just happening.
So yeah, now adding radio play to its numbers, Cruel Summer rose to 18 on the July 1st chart, and 2 weeks later, it jumped into the top 10 for the first time, hitting number 7. And it had stayed in the top 10 ever since then, and it came close to hitting the top spot a couple times, and the early numbers for last week once again showed it had a shot at #1 because... The Eras movie came out last Friday, which featured Cruel Summer in its trailer. It might have still gotten to #1 this week without the last-minute Taylor assist, but she decided to pull out all the stops, and on Wednesday, the song was discounted on iTunes and Amazon Music, and then on Thursday, Taylor dropped a live version of the song and a remix version of the song. Those extra streams and sales ensured that #1 happened.
We just wanted to say thank you so much for making Cruel Summer a Hot 100 #1.
And just as Taylor made clear in June when she announced that Cruel Summer was going to be a single,
I just need to let you know something. Cruel Summer, that song was my pride and joy on that album. That was my favorite song.
today Jack made it clear that he also knew the winner that they had.
The song that we said was the best song, but we thought, oh, you know what? This will be our secret best song. That's what we thought.
But it did shock Taylor that Cruel Summer managed to make it to that top spot, not in the summer.
It's not even the summer anymore.
It really means the world.
It's
like
deep fall. I'm wearing a sweater.
It's deep fall.
It now explains why Cruel Summer was not released as the fourth single off Lover, and this was.
I would be complex. I would be cool.
When the album dropped on August 23rd, 2019, Cruel Summer immediately showed itself as the obvious choice for single number 4, or the first post-album release single, because that song title started trending within hours of the album dropping as people just tweeted their love for the song. Well, after Lover, the single had run its course and holidays happened, and this also happened.
And when you think he's half asleep, he's always wide awake!
With the start of the new year, a new single was needed, and clearly Taylor had the mindset that, oh, people aren't going to listen to a song with summer in the title at the tail end of winter and the beginning of spring. If only you'd known then what you know now, Taylor. Dang.
When everyone believes ya, what's that like?
Now, it's a given that we're all surprised that Cruel Summer is now a number 1 song in October 2023 when it came out August 2019. That's a given. So I'm not going to ask you that. But are you surprised that it hit number 1 after getting the official single, push in July? Like, I thought the time had passed for it to hit number 1. Like, once it was, it didn't hit it in those first few weeks after the radio play push. I thought that time was kind of past. And are you surprised that it managed to do it without a music video? Like, during this whole process of, making it a single, I was surprised that we didn't get a Cruel Summer music video. I now get why we didn't, because when they made this decision, Republic Records made this decision to make it a single in June, 17th, they'd already spent the money on a Karma music video. They'd already spent the money on a I Can See You music video.
I can see you.
That was shot in April. And that music video was for the Speak Now Taylor's version release coming in 2 weeks on July 7th. So of course they're spending more money on promoting that album's release. So yeah, this is Taylor Swift, but like we need to calm down of how much money we're like spending here before we see any kind of return on any of this investment. So yeah, no additional money was spent on a music video for Cruel Summer, and actually the money and resources probably allocated to promote I Can See You to radio on July 7th was moved to promote Cruel Summer 2 weeks instead, because yeah, I Can See You was never sent to radio. Just the music video happened that they couldn't get a refund on. It also meant they didn't take away from potential spins for Cruel Summer either. And it's also hilarious that this happened 5 days before 1989 Taylor's version comes out, which probably has another music video already paid for coming out too. Now, somewhere down the line, Republic Records is going to have to crunch the numbers and see if like this all worked out financially in their favor. But in terms of chart performance, yeah, it worked out in their favor. Like Cruel Summer got to number 1. Taylor got her 10th number 1. Something that Karma was unlikely to do given the lukewarm reaction to the remix. Like number 2 is probably its peak regardless of Cruel Summer. But yeah, there's lots of things to comment on here. Lots of different aspects to this. It's a very unique situation. Like also, do you think the label will still go back to Midnights and release more singles? I still think Mastermind and Maroon would be great singles. So let me hear it.
We love you guys.